Alright guys, I apologize that this vlog is late. Yesterday kind of got away from me a little bit. Picked up the kids from my ex and had dinner, and then I watched some episodes of The Flash with my son because he's into that. And so now it's Monday morning, it's June 11th, and I'm gonna record this now and upload it, but it's late. I apologize. So, Q&A time. Got my little post up. Didn't get too many questions this week, so I might have to not do this every week anymore. But I have some other stuff to talk about. That's pretty cool. Alright, so the first question, just want you guys to know, like, I have my entire family, like, on the other side of my camera, like, watching me do this, and I've never been watched do this before. It's a little weird. Alright, first question is from Sarn Fam, but my good buddy Todd. He said that I was a little out of my comfort zone when I was making the segmented vase. I said that I was. He asks, what went better or worse than expected? So that's also what I have to talk about. I finished the segmented vase that I was working on last week. I finished it up over the weekend. This whole thing is kind of out of my comfort zone. I've only done, you know, segmented turning a very little bit, and I wasn't sure how it would work out with the solid piece of apple for the base. From a wood movement perspective, I can't wrap my head around how this is going to move compared to the rings. I know how the rings are going to move. So hopefully in 6 months, this thing doesn't, you know, destroy itself. But it's done. I think it turned out really well. I really like it. The bottom here's a solid chunk of apple, and then I have a rosewood ring, and then a couple of sort of chaotic pattern rings of wenge and sycamore, and then another rosewood ring at the top. There's kind of a story behind this, which I will explain in the future. So you will see this again. I also got another question on a different post asking how many times I had to call my friend Kyle Toth to, you know, get clarification on some things for this thing. And I'm happy to report that not once. It just kind of worked out. But this is definitely sort of a terrifying thing for me. I'm okay doing the outside of these, but anytime I'm hollowing something out, it always scares me. I don't know why. I'm just not super comfortable with my lathe and the lathe tools. I don't even know what they do. I just try to find one that works. And actually the very first time I ever turned a bowl, it flew off my lathe and hit me in the face. I have a scar between my eyes. So that sort of attributes to my fear of my lathe. Next question comes from Ty Moser. He wants to know what my favorite sandwich is. And he says, don't forget the details. Well, Ty, you're in luck, because lately I've been eating a lot of sandwiches. They're nothing fancy, but they're easy to make, and they're very yummy. I like honey wheat bread with turkey, 2 slices, thick cut slices of turkey, 1 slice of pepper jack cheese, and mustard. That's the type of sandwich I've been eating lately. It makes a great lunch. It's super fast. It gets me back in the shop real quick. It's an interesting question, and I like that. Thank you. And Kesselback Workshop wants to know what my dream car is and what other hobbies I have. My dream car ever since I was a kid was a Porsche 911 Turbo. I don't know why, I just think they're like super sleek and sexy and fast and just someday I will own one. And what other hobbies do I have? I play music. I play my guitars pretty much every day for a little bit. That's kind of my thing. When I was a kid, I used to want to be an opera singer. I first went to college for vocal performance to be an opera singer. I was pretty good at it. Not so much these days. I'm not nearly as good at playing my guitar as I was then either. But, yeah, that's what I do. I work in my shop and play with my kids and try to play my guitars. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Somebody wanted to see my guitars in the last vlog. I will get them real quick and I'll show them to you. Okay, this is one of my guitars. It is a Gibson Les Paul Studio. It is literally the least expensive Gibson Les Paul that you can buy. 0 frills. Nothing fancy about it whatsoever, but it's a Gibson Les Paul. It sounds like a Gibson Les Paul, it plays like a Gibson Les Paul, and that's really what is important. I've always been a Gibson fan. I've had, like, you know, the knockoffs before in the past, the Epiphones and things like that, and it just doesn't compare. The feel and the sound, you gotta, I like this guitar. But I don't play this one very often. Let me show you my everyday player. This is my everyday playing guitar. This is my dream guitar. This is my Porsche of guitars. Ever since I started playing the guitar, this is the guitar that I've wanted my entire life. It is a Gibson J45 custom shop with, whoa, my daughter's playing with a dog toy. Just a minute. Hey, Elbal, can you not do that right now? When I'm done filming, you can do it, please? Thank you. This has all the frills. In my opinion, if you're a believing person or whatever, if God played the guitar, this is the guitar that God would play. It's an amazing instrument. I love it. Alright, and it looks like I have one final question here from Fred Rich Woodworks. And he asks, do you find it hard to find clients / builds that you enjoy being in a rural / limited market? Yes. There's very little disposable income here, so it's very hard to find people with disposable income to afford the furniture that I make. Most people want me to, make, stuff out of, like, dimensional lumber or just stuff that I don't really want to make, you know what I mean? But every once in a while, one of those clients comes along and, brightens my day. But yes, no, I do find that to be difficult. There is a lake nearby, Lake Erie, and there's a lot of people who have cottages on the lake and stuff like that. And last year I did a lot of furniture for those cottages. I kind of suspect that maybe that'll pick back up again this year, but it hasn't yet. And I do have a sort of an ongoing relationship with another business here that I build some stuff for. That's what all that maple syrup stuff that I've been doing is, and those display cases and things like that. So that's fun. It's pretty easy to do, but it's not really my thing. Alright, so I guess that's gonna be it. Again, I apologize that this is coming out late. It's like 8:30 in the morning here, but my internet is so slow it'll probably be like 1 or 2 in the afternoon before this is uploaded. But I guess I gotta get out to my shop today and film a vlog for tomorrow. Alright, see you tomorrow.